Let us now know about dump, restore and connections or sessions. All these let us cover in this video. So firstly, for to perform these things, we have to have tables. So I have created two tables, employee and employee2, and I have inserted the data into it. See, if you can see here, I have retrieved the data of employee and employee2, and my database name is employees. These all the things you have to remember. Table names were employee, employee2, and my database name is employees. So now let's start. So firstly, let us know about the dump means backup, means you have to backing up all the things. That means exporting a PostgreSQL database into .sql file. You have to export the PostgreSQL database into .sql file. So this particular file will contain all the SQL statements to recreate. You can create schema, or else you can create a schema plus data, that means full dump. Like that you can create whatever you want. There are different types of dumps here. Full database dump, only schema dump, only specific table dump, multiple tables dump. First, let's start from the beginning. So to know the version of the dump, we have to use pg_dump space hyphen version. Then we will get the version of the dump. Okay, now let us know about the let us come from the starting. So firstly, full database dump. Full database dump means if you want to dump, that means if you want to do backup for both schema and data, then you can use the full database dump. Okay, so that means if you want to dump both schema and data, then you can use the full database dump. Before knowing about them, you have to know about few. Host name means it will tell the computer where the DB server is running. So at the DB server where it is running, it will tell the host name will tell that. And then localhost is nothing but your own computer. Port means while installing this SQL, PostgreSQL, you will get 5432 for all the computers. Maximum it will be the port number. So minus H means host name, minus P means port, minus U means username, minus D means database name, minus T means table name, minus F means SQL file path. All these you have to know before that. So okay, let us now perform full database dump. For that, the syntax is pg_dump minus U, capital U, username. That means Postgres. The user is Postgres right here first. So minus H, host name is localhost, minus P, port is 5432, and then database name. You have to give the database name here. Okay, database name is already I have told, that is the database name is employees. So for backup, for dump we have to use greater than symbol, greater than dump.sql. Okay, so if you give this, this is whole as a full database dump. Okay, and then you have to give the password here. When you type dir, you have to find dump1.sql file here. You have to search for dump1.sql file here. If you can see, we have the dump1.sql file. Okay, that file has been there. So now let us know the type of the file. You can get all the schema and data of that particular file. Type dump1.sql, then you will get the all data about that particular file. Okay, here you can see all the data about that particular file. Okay, so from here we got all the schema data of that particular file. Okay, now let us know about the only schema dump. Only schema dump means only the table structures will be dumped, but there will be no data in it. Right, only the table structure will be dumped. That means only that particular things will be backed up. So for that, pg_dump minus U, Postgres, minus H, localhost, minus P, the port number you have to give here 5432, minus D, the name of the database employee. So and minus that means hyphen schema hyphen only. This is the syntax. Greater than the name of the .sql file you have to give. The unique name you have to give here. Employee emp underscore dump1.sql. Okay, the unique name you have to give. And now you have to provide the password. When you again click enter, you will get this. Now you have to find dir. you have to type dir. For that, you will get this emp underscore dump1 dot SQL file. You have to search for that particular file. In all these files, you have to search for that particular file. Here, if you can see, I have found out this particular file. So you have to type emp underscore dump1 dot SQL. Then you will get the table structure of the dump, but not the data. Okay, structure of the dump you will get here. Next one, only specific table dump. If you want only particularly this particular table, I want to dump, you means you want to back up only the particular table. That means we have two tables right here. At the starting of the video I have mentioned we have two tables. Those are employees and employee. These are the two tables that we have. Sorry, employee and employee 2. These are the two tables we have, and the database name is employees. Okay, so we have to mention any particular table, that's your wish. pg dump minus u postgres minus h, I mean hyphen h localhost hyphen p, the port name, port number, hyphen d, the name of the database, hyphen t, the name of the table. The name of the table is employee, greater than, you have to give the .sql file. Okay, emp underscore table underscore dump1 dot SQL I have given here. So please, you have to enter the password after clicking enter. So here the password has been entered, and you have to click dir, and you have to find the table here. After finding the table, again as it is like we did for the top, for the about two dumps, whatever you have did, that's what you have to do for this also. All right, so for this also you have to do, to get the structure and schema of the table, you have to do this, type that file name. What was that file name? Employee dump underscore table, something we have given, right? That table you have to type here, and then you will get the structure and data of, I mean schema and data of that particular table. Okay, so type, what was the file name? Employee underscore table underscore emp underscore table underscore dump1 dot SQL. Okay, you got the schema and data of that particular table, employee. Okay, now let us, last one is multiple tables dump. If you want to dump two or more tables, not just one table, if you want to dump two or more tables, then you have to use this syntax: pg underscore dump minus u postgres minus h localhost minus d, the name of the database, minus t, that first table name, again minus t, second table name. Because why two tables here? Because in multiple tables dump, you can dump two or more tables. All right, so and then greater than the name of the dump.sql, the name of the .sql file, and then you have to click enter, and then you have to enter the password. When you type dir directory, you will get all the files over here, and you have to search for that file. If there is, if you can't search out of all these files also, it's not at all an issue, because out of all these files, if you have to search, it would be little difficult. It's okay, and you have to type that particular file name. Type employee underscore table underscore dump1 dot SQL. For multiple, you have to use multi-table, right? Why I have written like this? Okay, so if you type that particular, whatever the file you have typed there, for that particular one only you will get here. Okay, for that particular one only you will get here. Here I was next topic is about restore. For that you can restore the tables. For that I am dropping both the tables. Here you can see drop table employee and drop table employee 2. I was dropping both the tables, because if I write the query for restore, the table which I have wrote for restore, that will be restored. Okay, so restoring means loading the dump file SQL back into the PostgreSQL database. You can dump the SQL file back into the PostgreSQL database. So it will get restored. Both the structure and data will get restored. It will recreate again. For that, the syntax is psql minus u postgres minus d employees minus f, then the name of the table you have to give. Here you can see I have got, if when I click select star from employee 2, I got the structure, I got the table. When I click select star from employee, I got the details of employee and also employee 2. That's how this restore work. When we restore the dumped files, they will get restored again. Okay, they will get recreated again. There are no issues. This can be get restored. So this is all about the dump and restore, I mean backup and restore. Now let us know about the connections or sessions. Connections or sessions means an active link between client and PostgreSQL server. So it is like an active link between the client and the PostgreSQL server. For both of them, it would act as a connection link, an active link. You can search for you can see all the active sessions. You can only see the important columns. You can kill the session. You can show the maximum connections. So all this you can do, you can perform. So actually we have to go to the SQL here. We are in the command prompt, right? We have to go to the SQL here. For that, the command is psql minus u postgres minus d database name. What was the database name? Employees. Okay, we have to perform that first. Then this will ask for the password. If you enter the password, you can go to the PSQL. Okay, after going to the PSQL, then you have to write the queries. If you want to see all active sessions here, you can see all the active sessions here. But for that, you have to write the query as select star from pg underscore state underscore activity. If you write this query, then you will get all the active sessions which were there. So you have more, right? When you again enter do enter up to you reach the maximum limit, you will get all the active sessions which were there, right, by this query. Okay, we have got all the active sessions here. And now let us go through the next one. If you want only the important columns, then you can go ahead to see only the important columns. For that, select PID, comma, username, comma, date name, comma, client address, comma, state, query, from where you want to get pg state activity, right? pg underscore state underscore activity. You will get only these you will get only the details for these columns. Okay, here you can see the column names, and we have got only for these columns, right? So okay, and here if you want to kill any particular session, here we have PIDs, right? You can enter any PID and kill the session. Select, for that the query is select pg underscore terminate underscore backend. In the parenthesis, you can enter any of the in any of the IDs to kill the sessions. Few IDs will not get killed, and you have to enter this ID will not get killed, 14940. It will not get killed. So the connection to the server was lost. So you can just attempt it again, and I am going to attempt again with 1032. Okay, I am giving 1032. If I enter true, the connection will get terminated. You got true in the output. T means true, F means false. Okay, you got true, so that a connection will be terminated. And then next, last one, if you want to check the maximum connections, maximum it will show 100 only for almost for all the computers. Okay, show max underscore connections. If you do this, you will get the maximum connections as 100. Okay, this is all about the connections or sessions, right? Now let us know about how we can start, restart or stop the PostgreSQL cluster. Before that, let us know about the PostgreSQL cluster. PostgreSQL cluster means complete PostgreSQL system on your machine. It was not the partial, complete PostgreSQL system on your system. Okay, so the entire collection of databases, that means the entire collection of databases, metadata, background process, internal working, everything, it comes under everything. Cluster means that. Okay, now let us know how we can start the cluster. In Windows we have to use this query, net start PostgreSQL hyphen x64, means I am using 64-bit, right? So that's why x is 64 hyphen 16. I was using 16th version, so I have given my hyphen 16. So it was the server has been successfully started. Now if you want to restart the server, you can just, instead of start, you can keep restart, then then the server will get restarted. And if you want to stop the server, whenever you started the server, definitely you have to stop the server at last, right? To stop the server, you have to use the server net stop PostgreSQL hyphen x64 hyphen 16. So this is how you can stop the server. So this is all about how we can start, restart and stop the PostgreSQL server.